Finally, some of the cash goes into Federal Reserve bank stock. Our Federal Reserve System serves as a banker's bank, facilitating the transfer of credit among member banks throughout the nation in the same way that each bank helps its customers to transfer credit. So, when Nancy Wallace deposited $5 in the bank, she was not only helping herself, she was helping the bank to create credit used in carrying on the business of her community and her country and her world. The credit thus created is...
Like many other banks, it sends its checks to the Federal Reserve Bank for collection. The Federal Reserve Bank is set up to handle thousands of checks from hundreds of banks in a single day. All these banks save themselves a great deal of trouble by collecting on checks through the Federal Reserve Bank. The Federal Reserve Bank collects the money direct from the banks on which the checks are drawn and returns the checks to these banks.
$20 in loanable funds. These excess reserves would stimulate banks to expand their loans and create more deposit money, thus increasing the supply of money available to borrowers. The Federal Open Market Committee can also tighten or expand bank credit by selling or buying government securities. To tighten bank credit available to borrowers, the Reserve Bank sells government securities. The Federal Reserve Bank presents the check it receives from the buyer of government securities to a commercial bank for payment and deducts the amount of the check from the commercial bank's reserve account. This sale of government securities automatically reduces member banks' reserves and their ability to make loans and investments.
An agency called the Federal Reserve Board, which makes sure banks follow this reserve practice.
Well, it seems there's a lot more to a bank than just keeping money.
Oh, indeed there is. If you go down to your local bank,